Yeah,
There's a lot going on.
it's a lot of things going on. Even like, yeah. So moving on to that topic of Charlotte FC too. I mean, like, it's kind of surprising. Today is deadline day in Europe, and like,
Yeah.
we going out of. I feel like out of nowhere, we sign a player.
Yeah, we were not knowing, and then obviously he's loaned out to Birmingham, which is not a bad choice on Charlotte's
Yeah,
decision making there, in my opinion. You know, the Champions League or Championship is pretty strong league. I put it on par with the MLS for sure.
it is, and to have two different players already signed and they're playing in. I mean, it's not the top leagues, but you got one in Spain and you've got one in England. That already shows you like what we're trying to do. And I mean, I think Sergio's 26, and dang, his name just Riley. Yeah, he's 21. I mean, I like that he's young, right? Because the kid could have more potential, right? So what are you looking forward to, Minor, with these signings?
Well, I've been thinking about the Charlotte FC team a lot, and honestly, I thought like we'll probably be like an average team at best, first season in the MLS.
Yeah.
But then seeing them like pick out these names, like their new signing, you said his name was Riley. He was nominated for the Puskas Award.
Yeah,
I saw
that was a
highlight
sick
tape.
goal.
Yo, Giroud-esque. He's just like that Giroud scorpion kick. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you guys a question then. Say, is a 3-year time frame to win an MLS Cup or a Supporter Shield, is that an unrealistic expectation, or do you guys think we can do it? Given the success teams right off the cuff have had, like Atlanta United, and LAFC, who have done big things, you guys think we could get that done in a 3-year time frame?
I definitely think it's possible,
Uh-huh.
especially if we keep getting like pretty good signings. Like
Yeah.
he's our new signing. He's 21 years old. He definitely has something to prove, and from what I've seen, he can ball. So
Yeah.
if we keep bringing in players who have something to prove, want to play well, show out for the team, I think it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, my take on it is we got to do one better than Atlanta, right? we just have to. Tepper came out the gate, right?
Yeah.
And caught Atlanta out, so that I don't know if that puts pressure on us or not. I'd say what they've done with the backroom staff,
Yeah.
and what they're doing with the academy and the scout network we've got going on, like all the pieces are there. Right?
Yeah.
There's Glick coming from when he did New York, and then obviously from City. So he should have contacts. He should know what it takes to at least build that spine, right?
100%.
So
That's a good point.
hopefully, with enough. Obviously, it doesn't matter, right? You could have all the best players in the world and they could lose, right?
Yeah.
But I just feel like we got to do better in Atlanta.
Okay.
So wherever that is,
Yeah.
2 years.
I definitely think we're on the right track, I mean, the excitement that we have for a soccer team here, that it's still a year and a half away.
Well, we were starving for soccer. So long, man. So long, right?
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so you have fan enthusiasm, which is good. It looks like they're making good moves for the most part,
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, like, it's hard to say with 2 players.
Yeah.
I think once I can see an 11,
Yeah.
and I can say, okay, like, an 11 plus a coach.
Well, see, that's the big thing, right? It's the coach, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're plugging in these holes now, right? And currently with the 0-0-2-0 formation. But, it's like with the coach, you gotta, that's why I'm a big fan of the coach being involved in the transfer market. And obviously, Charlotte's a different situation with COVID and everything, but there's got to be some kind of talk. Like, these are my top 10 players that I want, right?
Yeah.
Versus somebody else getting them and saying, "Well, here you go, have at it," right? So, I don't know. So now they're gonna have to find that coach that prefers the style of play that these players are getting. Does that limit us on the coach that we can get?
That's a really good question, man, because, yeah.
a lot of different parts to this, right?
Yeah, because most teams, like, so they have sporting directors and they have a coach, right? And I think the coach plays a big part in terms of the signings. But I'm like, we're getting signings. I guess that would make sense why there hasn't been that many signings, because we don't have a coach. I feel like maybe that would be the next step instead of trying to find players. Like, I get finding players, but if you don't have a coach that gels well, kind of like Frank de Boer at Atlanta, like, it wasn't a success for him. And now Homeboy's leading Netherlands, which is wild to me. How he went from Ajax to, I think he coached at Palace, didn't win a game, came to Atlanta, didn't do great, and now he's coaching Holland.
I appreciate what he did in Atlanta. You know, I'm thankful that he caused them to be a losing team.
I thought you were about to give me something serious. I was like, really? What are you doing?
Straight from the heart, man. Straight from the heart, right? We're screwing that city. We say that many times. But, yeah, I mean, so most of Europe, except for the Premier League, they seem to have the technical director, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, even if you have the technical director, normally the teams are mature enough to where the manager or the technical director and the coach can say, all right, this is our weak spot, right? We need to fill this left back or this, you know, striker position. And then they kind of work together and figure out what they need. But it's so new, right? With Charlotte FC.
Yeah.
Are we just, you know, I'm sure they have a plan, right? That's why they're
100%,
getting paid
yeah.
big bucks. But, you know, it's just getting those people that can play together in a system that the coach enjoys to coach and teach and just develop. So, I don't know, man. There's a lot of pressure coming that first year, you know. We're all hyped
It is.
for sure.
Which is, I think I'm in the minority when I say that, like, I wish we would have went ahead and started in 2021, just because, I mean, even if we have a bad season right from the get go, like, at least we have the nuance of the league. Like, you understand, like, you throw in players, but I think nothing is gonna guarantee us that in 2022 it'll be any different. So I'd rather pull it like a year further ahead.
We would have an excuse, right?
Yeah.
It's like COVID screwed us, man, right? You know,
Yeah.
so, but you know, sorry, I was gonna say Orlando, right? They've been in there eight seasons now, right? And you know they started off kind of wish-washy, and to me, they're the team to watch for this year. I think they're gonna do something with Mueller in there. He's a solid player, right? And you know, obviously they got Nanny and that kind of stuff, but you know they came out strong from the MLS's back. You know, and they've kind of kept that momentum going, and they're doing pretty good, you know. And then, obviously, we got teams like DC United, right? That just terrible. So,